In Ukraine, a country steeped in history and culture, there exists a fascinating demographic phenomenon that has captured the attention of scholars, travelers, and curious observers alike: the prevalence of single women across its diverse landscapes. From the bustling streets of Kyiv to the tranquil villages of the Carpathian Mountains, it seems that everywhere one looks, there are more women than men. The reasons behind this demographic imbalance are multifaceted, rooted in both historical events and contemporary societal dynamics. To understand this phenomenon, we must delve into the historical context of Ukraine, a nation that has endured centuries of tumultuous events that have shaped its demographic makeup and social structure. Make sure to watch the video till the end, because we have mentioned how to get access and date these women. Ukraine's history is marked by periods of conflict, conquest, and migration. From the medieval Kievan Rus to the Cossack era and the Soviet Union, the region has experienced waves of demographic changes driven by wars, migrations, and economic shifts. These historical events have had profound effects on the gender ratio within the country. Wars, in particular, have played a significant role in shaping Ukraine's demographics. The devastation wrought by World War I, the Russian Civil War, and World War II led to a disproportionate loss of male lives. Many men perished on the battlefield or were displaced, leaving behind a population where women outnumbered men. The aftermath of these conflicts also saw mass migrations and resettlements, further impacting the demographic balance. Soviet industrialization policies in the mid-20th century drew large numbers of men to urban centers for industrial work, leaving rural areas with predominantly female populations. This trend continued into the post-Soviet era as economic opportunities and social dynamics evolved. Beyond historical events, societal and cultural factors continue to influence marriage patterns and family dynamics in Ukraine. Traditional gender roles and expectations, though evolving, still exert influence over individuals' decisions regarding marriage and family formation. In Ukrainian society, there is a strong emphasis on family and community ties. Women often play central roles in maintaining these connections, whether through caregiving, community leadership, or economic activities. The concept of babushkas, grandmothers, is deeply ingrained in Ukrainian culture, symbolizing wisdom, resilience, and the matriarchal influence within families. Economic factors also contribute to the prevalence of single women in Ukraine. Economic instability, particularly in the post-Soviet transition period, led to challenges in securing stable employment and financial security for many individuals. These conditions may have influenced decisions to delay marriage or remain single, especially among women pursuing educational and career opportunities. The phenomenon of single women in Ukraine manifests differently across urban and rural areas. In cities such as Kyiv, Lviv, and Odessa, where modernity and tradition coexist, single women lead dynamic lives shaped by professional aspirations, artistic endeavors, and social engagements. Urban centers offer diverse opportunities for personal and professional growth, attracting individuals seeking independence and fulfillment. In contrast, rural villages scattered throughout Ukraine present a different social landscape. Here, the gender disparity may be more pronounced, influenced by historical legacies of male migration for work and the cultural centrality of women in maintaining rural communities. Women in rural areas often play pivotal roles in agricultural labor, household management, and preserving local traditions. The prevalence of single women in Ukraine also reflects broader trends in women's empowerment and changing societal norms. Over the past few decades, Ukrainian women have made significant strides in education, employment, and political participation. They have increasingly pursued higher education, entered diverse professions, and assumed leadership roles in various sectors of society. The Maidan Revolution of 2014, which saw widespread protests against corruption and authoritarianism, highlighted the active participation of Ukrainian women in civil society and political activism. Women were at the forefront of demonstrations, advocating for democratic reforms and social justice. This period underscored the resilience and determination of Ukrainian women in shaping the country's future. Despite these advancements, Ukrainian society faces ongoing challenges related to gender equality, economic opportunities, and social justice. Economic disparities persist, particularly in rural areas and among marginalized communities, impacting women's access to education, healthcare, and economic resources. Violence against women remains a significant concern, with domestic violence rates reportedly high in Ukraine. Efforts to address these issues have been met with varying degrees of success, reflecting broader societal attitudes and institutional responses to gender-based violence and discrimination. Throughout its history, Ukraine has maintained a strong sense of cultural identity and resilience in the face of external pressures and internal challenges. Cultural traditions, including music, dance, cuisine, and folklore, continue to thrive as expressions of national pride and unity. Women play integral roles in preserving and transmitting these cultural traditions to future generations. Whether through folk artistry, culinary traditions, or community celebrations, women's contributions to Ukrainian culture are celebrated and cherished as essential components of the national heritage. Looking ahead, the demographic landscape of Ukraine is likely to continue evolving in response to ongoing social, economic, and political transformations. As the country navigates geopolitical tensions and internal reforms, the status and roles of women will play a crucial role in shaping its future trajectory. Efforts to promote gender equality, enhance educational opportunities, and empower women in leadership positions are critical steps toward creating a more inclusive and equitable society. By addressing systemic barriers and promoting women's participation in decision-making processes, Ukraine can harness the full potential of its diverse population and foster sustainable development. Before ending of the video, let me tell you how to date and get access to these girls. To meet and date Ukrainian women, consider using online dating apps such as Tinder, Bumble, and Mamba, or visiting popular social spots in cities like Kyiv or Lviv, where you can meet them in person. Ukrainian women often appreciate when foreigners show interest in their culture and language. Learning a few phrases in Ukrainian or Russian can make a positive impression. When dating, it's essential to be respectful and attentive. Many Ukrainian women value traditional gender roles, so displaying chivalry and courtesy can be appreciated. Building a genuine connection through shared interests and meaningful conversations is key to developing a successful relationship. In conclusion, Ukraine's rich cultural heritage and scenic landscapes are intertwined with its unique demographic dynamics, especially the prevalence of single women. This results from a complex interplay of history, societal norms, economics, and cultural traditions. As Ukraine moves forward, the resilience and contributions of its women will shape its future. Appreciating the diversity within Ukrainian society helps us understand the complexities of this remarkable country. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful content.